Welcome back to Factorio building the Hyperbase. Alright, so I haven't actually finished this off, but a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention. We've got the coal running. I actually have the plastic running. That's in fact a full plastic train. And it has a path all the way to where we need it to go as well, but let's have a look at a few things. First of all, the water. I found, not so much that one, this one here. So that was pumping water along here. I found if I didn't have this one here as well, we were not getting water to the end. So just when you're using beacons and speeding these things up eightfold, and you've got a long line of them, just check your water. It's pretty easy to see. If I turn this one off, actually I won't be able to show you until we move the plastic train. But basically these are completely empty. Now, yeah, we're chockers, so these aren't running because the plastic train's full. Another thing, I was finding I have actually completely covered this patch, aside from the one that was underneath this this one here. That's the only one that didn't get covered, wherever it is exactly. And I had to put speed modules in, and this is supposedly a 113,000%, so it's ridiculously huge, but yet not quite huge enough, because this is only one side of our dual-sided load. Yeah, interesting. And we're a very, very, very long way from our destination. If you look at just how far this thing goes, I avoid this, I go around there, along here, down here, long, oh that's the return, but the one that comes in goes along here and feeds into here to provide the plastic. And we need a bit of extra, yeah, we need a bit of extra rocket fuel. How are these ones going? So really I should have a mini rocket fuel facility just to build a bit of rocket fuel to keep all these trains supplied. That's probably what I should do in these sorts of locations. Oh, where was that? Oh, it's just over there. So I guess what we'll do is I'll drop the rail out of there. We'll recover our plane. And then I might fuel up. We'll get rid of all this rail. And I'll get some fuel. And I'll show you something else that I didn't really notice until I was halfway done. Whoops, I've got the wrong key. Slow down. Is there any rocket fuel in here? Not much, so not really worth worrying about. There we go. I probably don't need all of these either. Some more tech. Let's keep that going. We might as well get level 40. We need a pretty high level of this stuff. Okay, fuel. I could always go to the source, but it seems like a convenient thing just to swipe it from here. That should do. Back we go. Oops. We're too high. And here we are. So may as well get rid of the rest into here, I suppose. Actually, I wonder if I can fit some in here. This is probably more useful. That's fine. So, what's this called? It's called something silly. Let's call it yellow plastic. As in yellow science, plastic. Whoops. Not yellow spelt like jello, but yellow. Yellow plastic load. See how long it keeps that name. We want to head over to here. We want to give these proper names, like yellow plastic unload. That one, and copy that over to here. This is probably the only one that really operates at the moment. We'll jump on board and set this up. Yellow plastic load until inventory full, then go to yellow plastic unload until inventory empty, and we're on. Good. Off we go. Now, this is a very long journey, which is a problem because trains use a lot more UPS when they're moving than they do when they're completely stationary, even though there's no crossing until we get right to the very end, so we're fairly good from that point of view. But let's just go to map mode, follow our little journey around, and hello, what's this? Oil, 836,000. Wow. 100,000 isn't enough, but 800,000 probably would be enough. And hello, look at all this coal. Very close coal. Yeah, I sort of realised that when I built the track all the way down here, and we were just about there, so I finished off anyway. But basically what I think I'm saying is I think we need to move the plastic for this area so the train ride can be reduced, and build the batteries there as well for yellow science. You unloading? Yes, you are. Do you have bots? No, you don't. And you don't have the other things unloading either, so we'll have to I'll have to give you some trains so that all that starts happening. Oh, and this needs power, and it should have plenty of power because we're building this pretty quickly. So that one, we'll have a look just at the counter. That's the easiest way to be sure. So it's completed 5 rows and it started the 6th row. That's pretty good. It's getting on with it pretty quickly, and we've just about emptied. There you go, and back on this fairly marathon journey all the way back. So yeah, we're going to move where we do the plastic for yellow science so that we don't have to run quite as far. Though it was nice to be able to completely avoid... Oh, we must have just laid... Yeah, we must have just laid down another pattern in the solar, because that's what happens. No? Maybe we triggered RSO then. to build something more in terms of the what lies beyond the fog. We really are doing at the maximum train speed here. It just is a very long round trip. Too long, really. You could argue we don't even need 8. I mean, the 8 wagons are so we get to speed quickly, but they don't make you go any faster. You could probably tow this with 1 wagon, cut down the train, take forever to leave, and accelerate to speed, but would that matter? Who knows? Anyway, enough babbling. It really is a long journey. There you go. And I can probably show you this water thing at this point. If I was to take this water out, this will, I don't know how quickly it will drain, because it depends how fast this is being used, but and there you go, we are basically out. Come on. And here as well, and here. And even here, there's still a little bit, but yeah. These just don't work because the water's not really making it through to there, but as soon as you put the sky back in, sort of sloshing from both directions, but that fixes the problem. So there you go. Let's get a blueprint. Probably don't need a brand new one. Let's just clear that one. Something like that. Let's just make this clear what it is. It's yellow science plastic build. Oops. Let's just, this time when we do it, let's remember to record our update. There you go. Okay. Doesn't take that long to fill up one train. Let's find that location. Is that it there? I think it might be. See, this plane, being as quick as it is, can be kind of deceiving. Vinny Zoom. Where is this oil patch? There it is. Okay, so we basically, it fits here rather nicely actually, doesn't it? Where do I want the batteries to go is the question. This line won't even be here once we are done, because we'll connect down below. I don't know, they could go above, so maybe I'll just put that somewhere like so. And I probably need to get the slow plane. Rip up the old and put in the new. I could plan out where we're going to do the batteries. Maybe that might be more interesting than going over old work. Although I think I'd kind of like to speed this up as well. So I don't think this is under any pressure. Yeah, it's not under any pressure. What I think I'll do is I will double up the refineries. Words. Words hard. Not really, not particularly hard. Come on. Which means we need a... Oh, we do have more refineries. We don't have any of those, though. Let's go and get some beacons. I just want to... if I'm going to copy this formula, I just want it to be right enough in terms of... you know, not needing to then turn around and edit it in multiple places, so that's why we kind of need to do something about it now. That should do for now. Grab a quick sip of my drink. Now work out where we are. Yeah, we need to come over this way just a tad. To the battery build. I guess, what do we need? 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Do I need that still? Probably not. Bots. Get to work. What about this one? There. Okay, non-bots. Maybe I should put a bot. Maybe I should put one of these things into there, so that I have them even when I have the legs. It would tend to make some sense, wouldn't it? Now, this one goes to. Maybe to there. Like so. If you notice, these two weren't running consistently, now they are. Whoops, we need some modules, of course. Well, that's good. It looks like they're both in full supply now. Let's see how this is going. Okay, that's coping fine. How are these going? It looks like we might be getting jammed on... yeah, we probably need at least one more of these guys at this point. Alright. I may have gotten rid of all my chem plants. That's unfortunate. Just have a look, see if that's giving us a better outcome. That is a slightly higher number. No, not yet. Although there is a tiny bit that's made it through to there. Okay. So we need at least one more chem plant, alright. Where is my aircraft? Over there. Back to the main base, grab some aircraft. Not aircraft, what am I talking about? Grab some chem plants. Whoa. Way off course. Good. Yeah. Back we go. Okay, what's this? No idea. Okay. You're going to have to temporarily go away. That doesn't really quite work, does it? Not quite how I want it to, anyway. Yeah. Ooh. Are we actually out? We are. We're actually out of speed modules. Back to faster guy. So, you need access to the water. Now, just 3 of these shouldn't have any problem with one water supply. It's only when you get significantly more than that. Good, good, and you need access to. Oops. To that. Why is that one still 100? Because, well, they kind of connect, but not very well. It's really only connecting to that, isn't it? And not much I can do about it. Because the design was a bit crappy in terms of handling the different flavours. It was kind of thrown together. It is a little bit better though, although that's still 100. So is that now actually. I might need an extra one. Which should by rights probably go out this way, but it's probably going to have to go out this way. Which means these are going to get in the way. Oh, this one stopped because it had nowhere to deposit its product. That was a little silly of me. So it's possible we didn't even need that one. Where are you going now? Probably do need it. Same consideration then. That would end up there, that would be better. No, that is not good. Okay. Got to be careful of not interfering with the water just there, unless we left more room, which we didn't, so there you go. Let's fill this out with modules, see if it's working. Where is modules? Just up here, okay. Must be fairly close to just finishing off. Now we'll make some more, but that has got to a point where it seems like it's in a virtual limitless supply now, which is nice. Does this go away if I do that? I wish they'd fix that. That's annoying. Alright, bots, you go and deliver those modules. Get rid of that nonsense. There we go. Okay, so is that enough to sort out these? Yes, it is. Are we getting problems anywhere else? No. We're getting action there. Not a lot of action going on up here. Why, what's your problem? Could it be water is not as good as we need? It does appear to be waiting on water, doesn't it? Huh. How much water do these things use? I wouldn't have thought it was that much. 100. 100 water every 1 second. How much do these use? 30 water every second. I wouldn't have thought that was that taxing. That's what, 160. That's only 640 water second. Wait a sec, of course it's multiplied by a whole lot. Maybe it is a bit too taxing. Alright then. How is it that you seem to be getting enough water? Not entirely sure, but let's come out here. Smash a hole in the stone. Build one of them. That's doubled up the water. That might not be enough still though. Looks a little bit better. Who would have thought water was such a big deal? Now, has that made a difference? That's filling up further. I might need to use more pumps along here. We're a lot closer to the end than we were. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's throw a pump in here. Is that enough? That actually appears to be enough to get it all the way to the end. Why aren't you unloading? Do you know what? To stop this issue, I could override the stack size, make them perfect 10s, because it's filled all this up and there's a little bit left over, but I don't actually know that a 10 would actually fix the problem. It doesn't look like it's that big a problem though. Anyway, that is an improvement for batteries. So I want a double layout of this and then effectively twice the capacity of this for batteries. And I guess what's that? I guess what we can do is something like that. So that is a battery setup. You can find the new icon, and we need 2 of those. Plain. I should probably make a copy of this as well. Although I'd kind of like to rework it a bit. We have got radar. So, the battery setup. Let's give it a bit of space. 1. Actually, you know what? Maybe we could make the sulfuric acid in the middle of 2. Like that, something like that. I think that's what I want to do. Let's get, that's 4,000, this is 32,000. I think we might as well just go another 5 levels or so of that one. Let's have a quick look how we're doing. 60,000, that's not bad. Production wise, what's it, over a minute, 110 maybe, 105,000, sorry not 1,000, just 100 science per minute, just over 100 science per minute. Nothing really. This thing's still working a charm. About 15k in each one, more or less. So, batteries. So the thing is now, I probably need to bring this iron online for the batteries, and they need copper as well. I guess we could use that copper. And we're going to have to rework these lines, this coal, which means that these lines need to divert underneath the coal. And the other thing I might do actually is bring, not that one so much, but this copper and this iron actually online. Because I'm pretty sure we have spare capacity. Let me just check the capacity. We're using 12.7 gigawatts, it looks like. Is that completely at rest? No, I think that's the charging rate. Yes, are we still charging? No, we're not charging. We've just stopped charging. No, we're just swapping over. So yeah, about 12.6 or 12.7. We have 361,000 times 40, 14.4, so 1.7 or so, plus a little bit. We certainly should be able to bring on these extras. So yeah, I'd like to bring them on so that this whole thing starts ticking over. We need to get power down here and a whole lot of renaming as well as build this lot out. Let's see what we can do. Provisioning the power first of all. Oh, you ended up in there. Of course you did. Do I have any rail at all, or do I get rid of all of it? 100. Oops. Now I think my general idea is that I don't come straight through here because that crosses a lot of lines, but I come sort of up here and then connect in. I think that's what I did previously. But we will need to signal this, of course. Wrong side for that. That section is far too short for anything but one of those. Go. Now, power. It's because we stretched this one out. There's not quite enough room to connect, but if we put one of those in, that should bring power down here, which I think it has. We are still missing quite a few of those. I have some on me. Not enough. And you guys are still not powered because we need to run these things down here as well. Like so. So, in any event, I think what I will do is signal these. Hopefully that's adequate. and yeah, I'll get some trains. Do you have power? No. You need power as well. Okay. Get some trains, get this part of it active, and then I guess kind of backfill our new area. You've got power. You've got power. Right. Head on over. Should power up this lot. Do I have a radar at the other end? I do. Good. And what about over at this area? Does that have power? Probably not. I might just run some power all the way along here just to see if we can get some action there as well, and then I'll finally wrap it up. Hopefully I don't get run over. Oops. Where are we? Over there, okay. I'm going to have to change where all this lines up as well. Quite a lot to do to bring all this online properly, but at least we'll get power this way, I guess. There. Okay, good. There we go, it stopped flashing. It doesn't go as far as the mines. It will be interesting to see just how much power just bringing online all of these beacons has cost us, because that is actually the bulk of the power usage. That's where you end, okay. Does that bring you online? Yes, it does. Alright, let's have a quick look at that. 13.5. So it's like 0.7, 0.8 of a gigawatt, just because we brought online a bunch of beacons. That's production. I want to look at power. And as you can see, 11 gigawatts here. It's still only 200 megawatts for all of the electric mining drills, so it's clearly not them that is the problem. In fact, all of these are less than a gigawatt, but this by itself, 11 gigawatts. That's where your power goes. Anyway, the next one being accumulators, recharging, of course. Guys, I think we'll have to stop there. I will probably lay these trains down and rename the stations and so on, because that's just lots of trips backwards and forwards, really. I'll do that between episodes. I might see about filling out our Our new area, if I can find it again, just up here. It's quite a lot of work. We'll do some of it definitely in the next episode, but I'll try and get some of it done between episodes as well. Anyway, thanks for joining me for this, and I look forward to seeing you in the next. Bye bye for now.